Hello you beautiful lot, welcome to today's episode of Purple Vision. Now I find myself in Ashford-B in Melton Mowbray, just having a look at the ironworks and of course the RIDC, the Old Dolby train test facility. We've had a couple of EMR trains come through, but if you notice that fence down the bottom there, I was greeted by a couple of security guards and had to remind them of the law of a public footpath. Because of course this is a public footpath leading down to the test facility, so yeah, there was a guy at the top with his map looking a little bit lost, but yeah, anyway, it seems in the year that I've not been there, they've started demolition on the old Holwell works owned by Saint Gobain. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but at the minute I'm having a look at the RIDC Old Dolby train test facility, where they've got a couple of London North Western units in there, an old class 56, which is the blue and yellow one you see in front of you, a little shunter, but more importantly the East Midlands Railway new class 810s. They're the Aurora sets, and there's 810003 and 810004 sitting there. And of course the day before, me and Ryan caught this one running on the main line as the first 10 car set formation to run on the main line, which is quite remarkable. So I just want to check the ground at the minute, make sure there's no trees about before I scoot along this beautiful purple train. Speaking of purple trains, at Northampton and Lamport next weekend, which is the 20th and 21st, we have the Railway 200th anniversary, where Northampton and Lamport have actually got a purple loco for me. So, well, for everyone to look at, it should be pretty good. So make sure you're there for that one, but just look at that. I do like my trains, and of course these are our brand new trains that are going to do away with our diesel ones along the main line. So if you live in Wellingborough and Kettering, Bedford, Luton, this is what you're going to be seeing. Now there's a tram at the back, and I don't know nothing about that. So if anyone knows anything about this tram, I'd love to know. Now it's a strange bit of land, this, because this side is the ironworks, but the other side there is a massive colliery, and it was the UK's last deep coal mine, but also the most short-lived. Apparently the seams down the bottom weren't too good, but just in the concrete area just coming into the middle of the screen, there would have been 2 towers. That's it, good man, zoom in there. There's a little bit of green waste space, and that was one of the shafts that would take all the materials up and down the bits. There was another one in front of the tall brick building, just in the middle right, but these coal shafts, they were quite huge. Yeah, I quite like it actually. I'll see if I can dig out a photo or two for you. So I just want to pan back. The building behind the RIDC here, they're making bridge parts, massive concrete parts for the HS2 project, and of course other bits as well. Right, so that's the test facility. Now all on this side is old Holwell Ironworks. It was massive, and of course it's hardly anything now. It's owned by a French company called Saint Gobain, who have packed up stuff, and they want to build an electric arc on their own land to continue on production. Now this place here, they make drain covers. You have a look at your road ironwork, and sometimes you'll see PAM, P-A-M, and that's these guys here. That's what they smelt and were making. This place was amazing, and of course after all the palaver with Scunthorpe, it's a shame we've lost this one. This is our industry that we love so much. This is what made our country great. We could supply our own stuff with this, and you know, just like blowing up the cooling towers of Cotton, I think we're putting a bit of a noose around our own necks, but you know, that's an opinion, my opinion. You may have a different one, but yeah, look, they're making short work of this. Well, yeah, now I wonder how much of that is contaminated. And what they're going to do. Now we know with Corby Toxic Town, there's more evidence coming to light, and the problem may be bigger than they first thought. So I'll see if I can leave the link for the Corby one, just in case any of you Corby lot are watching, or if you've got an old ironstone foundry where they may have reclaimed the land and not looked after it right. Just have a look at your life expectancy in your village, I suppose. And these guys are taking apart these little silos, and they're actually working there, so I didn't want to get too close to them. They're delicately dismantling. Now I'll show you in a bit, but there was a planning kind of, it didn't look too official, to be fair. It looked like the company that are building, turning this place into a industrial park or whatever it is. It looks like they've printed something and left it on the gate just to say that they're seeking planning permission to destroy the bigger buildings. So I don't know. I mean, it's alright, it's our history, and you know, if you're going to save it, you've got to save the whole lot. They've started demolishing it now, so I don't, yeah. My thoughts are reserved, I suppose. So this place actually shut down September 2024, and I got here, I think it was in December, managed to get some scenes and see what it was like and actually explore the land, because of course this is only one section of it. The other section over the other side by the car park is, there's a lot of hidden relics down there. Of course there is a footpath that runs through it, so if you ever wanted to go take the dog for a walk, it's always nice to just have a little mooch in there. I think the youngsters use it as a motocross track as well. Some bit of land, that. So much history, so many people, so many families worked here. You talk to anyone in Ashford B, they'll tell you about this, or any train spotter, they'll tell you about the massive coal yard that was here. I mean, originally when I found this place, I thought, well, it was just to go see the test centre, but then me and Ryan are looking around and it's just magic. You know, if you love your history, especially your ironstone railways and your mineral stuff, this place will just blow your mind. So I came back with Jamie Brady to discover it, and then we discovered that there was a colliery as well. So not just ironstone, but colliery. The coal mine is completely flooded. I think there is a YouTube video of it, so if you want to see it, then go over to that one. But me, I've got children and I quite fancy my life at the minute, thank you. Right, I just want to actually sling over to the old colliery as well, so just see if we can go above the railway and have a look down here. It's that barren bit of lake wasteland. Yeah, right in the middle of the screen there. That was one cooling tower, and the other cooling tower is the other bit of wasteland just to the right off screen. In there are a couple of hatches that go down, but there's security cameras galore, and yeah, it's not good to go down. I couldn't find the hatch that the other lads went down. It seemed to be a little bit off the side. There's the concrete making place, and they've got massive cranes, travelling cranes to kind of pick everything up. Lorries come and shift bits out. I don't know why they haven't linked it to the railway. If it's for HS2, then they can deliver this straight to the site. Yeah, beautiful. So this wood was quite interesting as well. So obviously to do with the colliery as well, but you can see the ponds just at the top, and they're big reservoirs to, of course, serve Holwell works. Where you've got ironstone smelting, you need a lot of water, obviously. So this wood's just on the other side of the railway. That's the original Holwell site, and just walking through there, you'll find so many beautiful relics. It's quite interesting. There's loads of old sidings. I think there was old container tanks, a little tunnel for the workers to go under all the sidings. It was just fantastic. But just remember, the road there and Saint Gobain side is completely off limits, and the security guards, they will question you. They're quite friendly, but you know, they will question you. It was great giving them a bit of a lesson. But yeah, goodbye Holwell, goodbye Saint Gobain. I'll be back in a little while to see how everything gets on, and yeah, it's a shame. It's just a shame. But anyway, if you like that video, hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you lot of legends for another episode of Purple Vision. Lovely.